Hey! Do you know what nano means? It means small, very small. It is 1,000,000 times smaller than the smallest measure on a ruler. If you want to get an idea of how small a nanometer really is, you'll need to take a piece of hair from your head. Go on, it won't hurt. Got it. Now take a good close look at that strand of hair. Not much to look at, is it? If we were to shrink you down, smaller than the smallest thing you can see with the naked eye, you will find that your piece of hair starts to look a lot more interesting. You are now about the size of a red blood cell. Your strand of hair is a massive tree compared to you. Even at this size, you're still about 1,000 times too big to be considered nano. To get you down to the nanoscale, we will have to shrink you to about 100 nanometers tall. Hey, where are all the lights? You are now smaller than the wavelength of visible light. You are practically invisible. But for the sake of demonstration, I think we should turn on some lights. At this size, the red blood cell is 1,000 times bigger than you are. It is like an enormous stadium. Welcome to the nanoscale. You could probably hold a common cold virus in your hands quite comfortably now. The rhinovirus is only about 30 nanometers across and is nearly impossible to see next to the red blood cell. A red blood cell is too big to be considered nano. However, it's made up of all kinds of nanomaterials. If you were to look close enough, you would see that the outer walls of the cell are stabilized by a flexible, mesh-like protein skeleton. The bars and connectors that make up this mesh are considered part of a nanomaterial. Without these reinforcing nanostructures, the cell would be much more fragile and not nearly as flexible. It wouldn't stand a chance in your body. Everything is made up of nanomaterials. Nanomaterials are an arrangement of molecules and atoms that, when combined, create stable building blocks that can be made into larger, more complex
devices and systems. It's much like, whoa, electricity. Imagine a world without electricity, without computers, televisions, or light bulbs. Aren't we glad we have light bulbs? Back to nanotechnology. Think of the molecules that make up this desk. What if we could manipulate those molecules to make it fireproof? Let's move this one here, and this one there, and this one up here. Yeah, that'll do it. This manipulation is an example of nanotechnology, and the resulting product will be better than the original. Nanotechnology is what makes this shirt waterproof. Take a closer look. That's amazing! Imation in Weatherford, Oklahoma uses nanotechnology to greatly increase the storage capacity of computer backup tapes. This tape looks like any other tape, but by manipulating the molecules on the tape, it has 4 times the memory.
يمكنكم أن تروا بأن السائل يسير حسب، يمكنه الحركة على النسيج ولا يخترق خيوط النسيج. بعد ذلك سوف ينزل عنه وحسب. لذا سواء سكبت القهوة أو كنت خارجا في الطقس الماطر فهو لن يخترق النسيج.